Yes, people, welcome into Juno Talks Ball. I hope everybody's doing well. I have a interesting story, and it has to do with the structure above Erik ten Hag. And for years, Manchester United fans have been talking about the structure above ten Hag. We've heard managers in the past talk about the structure above ten Hag. We've heard Louis van Gaal, especially saying it's a commercial club, and Louis van Gaal particularly has taken numerous shots at Ed Woodward, who was the previous CEO. However, it is now Richard Arnold, and the Glazers put people in charge. I don't know if they're puppets, but let's call them people, and they let them run the club, and so Richard Arnold is basically the head of the ship at Manchester United, and there is a reporter by the name of Miguel De- Miguel Delaney. And Miguel Delaney has been very busy writing about Manchester United recently, but there has been two clips or two paragraphs from him that has really caught my eye, and these paragraphs link into each other. And I think, I think it's great news. However, I do think that we need to take it with a pinch of salt whenever there's news like this, especially not regarding the team, not regarding the manager, regarding the staff behind the manager, behind the team, the hierarchy. We need to take it with a pinch of salt. But I do hope this is true. Obviously, we still want the Glazers gone. We still want the Glazers gone. But we don't know when that's going to happen, guys. We need to realize that as a fan base, it's been going on for what is it, like more than a year now, or about a year now, when the Glazers have been talking about selling the club, and we just don't know when it's gonna happen. We don't know, so we need to buckle in. We need to back Ten Hag. We don't want to go through the cycle again. There has been rumors, especially Fabrizio Romano has also come out and he has said that the club is back in Ten Hag. It will be nice if one of the either the director of football, which is John Murtough, or Richard Arnold, or somebody would come out publicly back in Ten Hag. I know, like European clubs outside England, I know they do that. I've seen it a few times. I know it's Barcelona. I've seen some of the top guys come out and speak to the public. But Manchester United, we don't do that. We just leak information through journalists, and we must just pick up the crumbs and kind of dissect what we think is real and what we don't think is real. Because obviously journalists also have their own agendas. But anyway, Mangal Delaney, he's been writing about Manchester United, as I said, and he posted two. Yeah. So in his article, I'm gonna read two different paragraphs. So the first one: officials of other clubs have privately dismissed Manchester United's director of football, John Murtough. Some have questioned whether he would get such a lofty role elsewhere, and if the job is too big for him. It is felt he doesn't have the contract base of some of his equivalents. So basically, as you can hear there, people at other clubs are basically saying that John Murtough is not good enough, and that he won't get um, he won't get the job of director of football elsewhere. And then Miguel Delaney has obviously put out another piece, and in this piece he's saying Manchester United will bring in Atletico. Manchester United want to bring in Atletico Madrid sporting director um, Al- Andrea Berta. They would face competitions from Spurs and PSG. Now, these two articles coming out together, the first one seems there seems to be so many moving parts here. You don't know if it's the club that's leaking, that other clubs are not happy with John Murtough, or what it is. But I mean, I'm all for it to get a guy, a footballing guy in above Erik ten Hag. It'll be. I, I know the Glazers are still there. I know there's still rot in the club. I mean, what Galatasaray done in the week, pulling down banners, that's disgusting. Like just vandalizing the stadium, that's disgusting. And obviously, Manchester United should have never let those fans in um, into those areas. I mean, the area is the away section, and they should have stayed there. Uh, but I'm all for improving the personnel above Erik ten Hag because, like I said, guys, we don't know how long the Glazers are going to be here. These talks that they don't want to sell, these talks that they don't want to sell. Now that could just be a ploy, but you need to take it seriously because with Sir Jim Radcliffe and how he's moving like a snake, he's moving like a snake, man. He's slithering, he's slithering his way into the club, or that's what he's trying to do. Um, they might just take his money. What he's offering, like I think it's 1.6 billion. I just need to go double check, but I think it's 1.6 billion in comparison to the 600 billion coming from Qatar. But obviously, the Glazers will still be there. They'll take that money. They need investment. Old Trafford needs to be upgraded. The training facilities, Carrington needs to be upgraded. And that's a lot of money. I don't know if it's enough. I mean, a stadium is massive. Stadium is massive, and to repair a stadium, it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost a lot of money, and especially infrastructure. It's gonna cost mad money. So I don't know if it's enough because obviously there's Carrington that obviously Ronaldo spoke about Carrington that needs to be upgraded, and the stadium that needs to be upgraded. That's a lot of work. But yeah, so Andrea Berta. I was trying not to butcher his name. I'm sure it's Andrea Berta. He's done deals like David Villa from Barcelona to Atletico Madrid. He's done Anton Griezmann, um, Oblak, Jota, Rodri. I didn't know Rodri was in there. Thomas Lamar, um, Felix, Morata. Yeah, so I mean he's done some decent deals. I in these deals I wouldn't say any of them is like, well, I just mean like I, I don't know if he's picked up like many gems or if he's looked at other teams, and pulled from other teams, because at Manchester United, if you look at Brighton, they always picking up gems, man. So I wonder if this is the guy that's gonna pick up gems. But even if he isn't, as long as he's a football guy, understands what Ten Hag wants, then Ten Hag doesn't have to concentrate so much on what is happening behind the scenes. We need to get Ten Hag focused on football. There's obviously that other rumor coming out. I know many YouTubers have spoken about it. It's been all over YouTube that the Ten Hag is moving differently, and people are saying, like, you can see Ten Hag is moving differently, where he's not as ruthless as he was last season. And then basically around the same timeline, while YouTubers are saying that, becomes it's almost like they're listening. It's almost like somebody's listening, and they put out this report that Ten Hag feels that the dressing room is too fragile, and that he basically he cannot criticize players like he wants to. So we need to get these players out the club, man. We need Ten Hag's players 100%. We need to get. I mean, I'm a fan of like players like Martial, but maybe he needs to leave. Rashford, he's been here long. He's been here since Van Gaal. Maybe he needs to leave. Bruno is Ollie's player. Maybe he needs to leave. Ten Hag needs his sort of players. And if you look at the players that he has brought in, yes, it hasn't worked out just yet. However, his players have big personalities. Every single one of them. Obviously, Manchester United, the shirt hangs heavy. If you look at Onana, he was a confident guy, and he seems to be struggling a bit. But if you look at the highest form when he first came, that shirt hangs heavy, man. That shirt hangs heavy. We need to give it time. We need to give it time. And many people, just on Onana, many people have said that maybe Ten Hag has moved too quickly in bringing in someone like Onana. We should have maybe concentrated on other parts of the pitch. But Ten Hag is building his spine. He's building his spine. I just think he is moving quickly. But I think the quicker he moves, it doesn't look like the fan base is going to turn against him. It doesn't look like the club is going to turn against him. So as long as the club and the fan base, as long as we can continue this patience, I believe Ten Hag will bring the football that we're looking for. He will bring trophies, and hopefully he will bring us the Premier League. I honestly think if anybody besides Jose Mourinho, I think Ten Hag is another manager that can bring us the Premier League. I really do hope so. Guys, I really hope you enjoy the content. I would like to thank you for all your support, man. And if your glazes out, please hit the thumbs, the like button, not the thumbs button. It is the thumbs button, but the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We are moving. We are almost on 25 followers. You know, as I said in previous videos, we are pushing for 50. Once we hit 50, we'll go for 75, man. Baby steps. Anyway, guys, it's been real. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Tomorrow I'll be releasing another video. Obviously talking about the game against Brentford. I'm really excited about that game. I just want to see game after game after game after game. And yes, it's been a difficult process and watch, but I think Ten Hag's gonna get it right, and I think also with Reguilon coming back, I think it's gonna be a lot better. I hope he comes back. I know it's a maybe. I really hope he comes back, and we can move Amrabat into that midfield, man. We can move him into that midfield, and he will really help if you're gonna play either Casemiro or Hannibal. Having the anchor of Amrabat, it's really gonna help. Anyway, guys, it's been real. Peace, man. Safety in numbers.